I'm actually decided to go on here. I just posted my video, by the way. I'm going to probably start around 9:30. All right. This is like perfect timing. Things are starting to slow down in school. Can you guys hear me? Just make sure you can hear me real quick. I'm going to probably start 9:35. Okay. Just going to make an announcement on Instagram and Twitter and all that. All right. Copy. All right. Give it a few minutes. Wow, it's a lot of you guys. All right, I'm going to give it, see, I made my tweet. I'm going to go on. Why is Hollywood resellers messages not showing up? Let me just make a post on Instagram. Wow, that's a lot of you guys. So I'm going to start doing this more often just for the hell of it. So you guys got to hit that notification bell. So I need to write down a huge list. You guys are giving me a lot of requests. And yeah, I'm not giving financial advice, but I think stocks would go down because people would panic sell. I want to go over this thing with Fundrise. I think it's very interesting. Just going to make a quick thing. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm being a little careful with crypto. I'm going to give it like a few more minutes. See if people catch on real quick. See if I get any people jumping on Instagram so I can hop on here. Good. About 9:35 we'll start. Just want to get some people on here. I'm going to try to be on here for about an hour. Sold all my stocks but two. Kept one stock, one ETF, and everything. Nothing wrong with that. Which stocks do you sell? Hey, what's going on, my Canadian friend? I don't think anybody's going to hop on. So I did my announcement. Let's see if people. All right, give it a few minutes. 13 of you guys. So one of the reasons I REIT Pine. It's a lot. Where is my Fundrise? I'm gonna read to you guys this Fundrise. What is it? I'll give it a few more minutes. There's a new thing that's coming out. I find it very interesting. Fundrise Innovation Fund. I want to go over this. You know, this is a pain with Google sometimes. Here we go. Found the Innovation Fund. I find that very interesting. So I'm going to go over that with you guys and a little bit of Fundrise. I really want to go over some dividend stocks, a little bit of Fundrise, and go from there. Sold all my dividend. I'm holding. All right, let's see if my apprentice will come on here. All right, so I want to discuss this innovation fund. So I will discuss a little bit of Fundrise first, and then dividend stocks, then the innovation fund. Very interesting. Well, you didn't say Gene Simmons, so that's a good thing. All right. So, what is going on, everyone? This is Start Dividend as always, and you guys have been fantastic on this channel. So, I'm going to be a little bit more live. I'm hopefully going to collaborate with a lot of people once I'm done in August. I really wanted to make things clear. Matt Money, I'm hoping to get some with him. Ryan, Dapper Dividends, Hidden Freedom, when he finally comes out of White Claw land, and G-Dub, or Retire with Less. I'm hoping to collaborate with him and Frank and also some others. So basically, this channel's really kicking off, and I really want to be a little bit more transparent with what I'm looking at and investing. And, I've been really loading up a little bit on Fundrise. And, Fundrise, I have my affiliate link at the top. There is a special, so if you sign up, you get $50. I'm in the balanced portfolio, and things are looking really good with Fundrise. It is, private real estate investment trust. I mean, I usually do a lot of videos and post a lot of videos on public real estate investment trust. By the way, with Healthcare Trust of America, they just kind of like did a merger, and their HR is a symbol. So keep an eye out on those guys. They're a lot of perspective. I'm probably going to discuss those guys in a future video. And, with Fundrise, being in the balanced or the long-term growth, you're looking at appreciation. So myself living in an apartment, I have to pay more every year, appreciation that happens. And unfortunately, because of this issue with, inflation, everything's going up, rent's going up. So, real estate is very important, not just real estate investment trust, but, I believe that diversity is very important with a portfolio. Now, I crypto stake a little bit. I'm not like too high all above with crypto. I mean, I'm in Solana, I'm in Ethereum, I'm in Tezos and Cosmos, and I'm doing a little bit with that. But really, I want to focus on my passive income with dividend income. And, I watched a video with Robert Kiyosaki regarding real estate and, diversification of that. And I think that's really a key factor with a portfolio. And Fundrise, they just added this innovation fund. And I find this very interesting. It's kind of like the balanced portfolio, but this innovation fund, I'm going to probably post a video on that. I just find it very interesting. I'm just looking up some information regarding these guys, and it's very exciting regarding Fundrise. So it's a separate investment in them. Hello, Kevin. And, the thing is, real estate investment trust. I mean, I've been posting numerous videos and capitalizing on the dip with the real estate investment trust. And of course, dollar cost average is very important. So I've been loading up on Arbor Realty Trust. I just posted a video. So you guys wanted me to do one on OHI and Arbor Realty Trust. OHI is a little bit risky. I have put some money in those guys, and I'm going to continue to buy them now. Their dividend growth is a little slow recently, and it's just, it's not the biggest thing that I'm really focusing on. I'm really focusing on, I put some money in MMP. I'm really excited about those guys and the change. Now, it's not like IEP. IEP, I believe, is a yield trap, a decrease in revenue, and the demand is not as attractive. Carl Icahn's IEP, I don't like it. They have cut their dividend in the past. If you study their dividend trends, their revenue sucks. And a lot of these real estate investment trusts, their revenue has increased, and FFO is not that bad. So I'm probably going to post a video regarding FFO and PE ratio, because PE ratio isn't really important, but it can spot some red flags with yield traps. So that is one thing that I've noticed. I read an article on this guy. I'm going to probably post his link and maybe even try to get him on here with Seeking Alpha. And one thing I'm looking at doing is trying to have an interview with either Agree Realty Corporation or EPR Properties with some of those guys and discuss, what their strategies are and what they bring to the table as a real estate investment trust, especially a monthly dividend real estate investment trust, because their ADC price-wise is a little bit high right now. I absolutely love those guys as a company, but they're a little high. And O's, a little bit cheaper right now, and O's way bigger. So there's a few things that I want to address. But I want you guys to post, comments on dividend stocks. I'm going to write them down with doing reviews on certain dividend stocks you want me to do reviews on. I know a lot of you guys are new. I don't like, doing a lot of remakes of videos with stocks because, I mean, being repetitive, it's like, ugh, this and that. But, I'm just really excited to really grow this channel and get to 10,000 subscribers. And things are getting really weird with YouTube. Now, again, I am monetized, but I was just in a discussion with a bunch of people who are monetized, and our revenue's gone down. So there are some red flags popping up with this economy, with advertisers. And Graham Stephan posted a video regarding that. So something's probably going to happen. Inflation's crazy. I mean, I would never pay $60,000 for a car. I'm just going to be honest. There's so many more things that you can, if you put 60,000 in Vanguard VTI or O or something, you're going to get something better out of it versus a car. So that's one thing that I want to really emphasize with you guys is, something's going to, I just don't, again, I'm not trying to pull off a Jim Cramer, but, definitely have some strike money to go after dividend stocks. I'm going to be picking up a lot of shifts, and, I will be travel nursing, and I will be throwing a lot more money in stocks. There is a dip. And a lot of you guys that are young, the good thing is with our mutual funds, if you're hourly especially, the price per share is down. I mean, VTI with mine, it's definitely very interesting because, the price per share is down. And if you can capitalize on it being hourly, picking up more hours, you can buy more shares. So that's one thing I just want to address. So let me know what your thoughts are on this channel as well. But I really wanted to discuss, hot dividend stocks that are out there. Definitely Starbucks. Starbucks has been down a lot, and they have an excellent stock split history. So, I mean, they are traditional and or Roth IRA material as well because, I mean, their price per share goes up. They've done well against the S&P. Their dividend growth's excellent, and it's just it's a very attractive dividend stock right now. So there's some really good ones out there right now. Yeah, I like it's going to be interesting with Dutch Brothers. I think the one thing regarding those guys are dividends. If they don't distribute dividends, I'm not investing in them. So that's very interesting. Well, the thing with Starbucks is their popularity. Their beans are so-so. I mean, I have an espresso machine and stuff, but I don't buy their beans. I think they're too oily for my espresso machine. I mean, some of their beans are good. Pike, the Christmas blends are good, but I can't even tell you. I mean, where I work at, how many nurses just go to Starbucks before their shift? They buy the Chocoboca, Namokas, Jajokas, or whatever's in it, and it costs them like $10, $15. Like, why? And people are going to buy them anyways. It's like everybody wants to buy a Tesla. Everybody wants to buy a Coach, for a purse. Everybody wants Oakleys. Everybody, at the time when I was in grade school and high school, 97 to 99, early 2000s, everybody wanted to wear AND1. So that's very interesting. So, companies like McDonald's are still going to be strong. Well, the meetup culture is just interesting. I won't even go over the dating culture. It's, oh God, the dating culture is interesting. And honestly, a lot of my online dates I would have with people that I would meet, you start chatting on the dating apps and the first time, I would always go to Starbucks. One, it's, you don't have to spend a bunch of money if it's a disaster. And two, you're just having coffee. So it's still a win. Yeah, I was upset about Dunkin' with what they did with their strategy, to be honest. I think Starbucks will adapt to anything. I mean, they have their little trend, the people that want to be the beatniks and hang out over there all the time. I mean, they're still going to be there. It's just a popular spot for people to hang out at. I mean, people love going there. People love hanging out there. It's going to be very hard to stop that type of culture and just the way people are programmed. I got to go to Starbucks. I got to get Starbucks. Got to get Starbucks coffee. Now it's like McDonald's coffee. So, I mean, you're seeing, it's going to be hard to really get over that type of trend. I mean, they're busy. They're busy all the time. So, I mean, that's the one thing that they really have going for them as a company. And I mean, you look at Johnson & Johnson, I mean, look at how much with Johnson & Johnson they generate money. Even if they kind of split, I mean, over-the-counter Tylenol, Band-Aids, baby shampoo. I mean, they have a lot of products, and they're in demand. I mean, they're in the stores all the time. They know what they're doing. They generate a ton of money. They have an excellent dividend growth. They have an excellent strategy with investing. Who cares if their vaccine isn't as strong as Pfizer and Moderna? I mean, they got other things to back them up. So that's what makes them very strong and unique and in demand. People love coffee. I mean, coffee consumption is ridiculous. I can tell you my caffeine tolerance is like at an all-time high because of graduate school. I'm trying to lower that too. It's it can dehydrate you. It just it's a lot. But I love my caffeine. I'm not going to lie. I love being heavily caffeinated. I have like 3 or 4 espresso shots from my espresso machine before my shift, going in. So it's there's a lot of positive things with Starbucks, and they just generate a lot of money. And the thing with Starbucks is, gosh, they make so much money with these mixed stuff. I mean, all this stuff they add in it, the sugars and stuff. And people are like, why am I getting weight? Why am I getting weight? Do you know how many calories there are? I mean, I love black coffee. My advice to you guys is, again, this is not like, I'm not a dietitian or anything, but for cutting, black coffee is really good. And that's another thing. People love black coffee, and Starbucks black coffee, people drink that like crazy. It's not a bad product. It's a good product, and that's why they're in demand. So then you have, those guys, and then you have Apple. Everybody has like an Apple phone. Apple is just so dominant. I don't see anybody ever destroying Apple. They're so innovative, and they're just, as a business, they're not going to fall apart like Sears or Blockbuster. They know what they're doing. They'll suck up companies. They hire the right people. They have a good business plan. And they raise their dividend. They split their stock. They're an excellent dividend growth stock. Excellent growth stock. They are the whole package. So, they're in demand. Realty Income, they're a landlord for a lot of companies that are recession-proof and pandemic-proof. Right, and credit cards. They make money on credit cards. Anytime you swipe, like I said, I do promote my cashback card. Anytime, the dividend yield is not attractive. Anytime you swipe a card, literally, they make money. And it doesn't matter if you're paying it off right away. There's a fee that people have to pay. That's why Visa and MasterCard are making so much money. People who are really responsible with their money. A swipe, you have to pay a fee, the whoever it is. And there was a local place where I'm at, grocery store, they refuse credit cards. and nobody wanted to go there. So they had to give in and accept credit cards. So you have, you pay a fee anytime it's swiped as a business. So those guys are generating money. They're excellent dividend growth stocks. Visa, MasterCard, Key Bank. I've been a lot of Key, Huntington Bank shares, Regional Financials, RF, excellent dividend stock. Those are excellent dividend growth stocks. Let me type that. Look at those bank stocks. Those things are killing it. And I'm going to probably start buying Regions Financials. That's one I'm looking at. Want to get to at least 200 shares in some of those. First, I want to pay off my car. I got like 2,000, 3,000 left in that. And then I'm going to start really racking up the dividends. It's another one that I'll probably be collaborating with, Dividend Diplomats. I know those guys in real life. Laney went to grade school with me. He was 2 grades below me. I was just hanging out with his brother on July 4th, actually. But those are guys that I'm really looking forward to collaborating with. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy an expensive car. It's a 2012 Camry. I got 93,000 miles on it, but I want to pay that off. 7% interest, in the long run. Ugh. I mean, I'm making payments on time and everything, which with a good credit score and all that. But it's just a relief to get rid of that. Yeah, the Huntington Bank shares, I've been really loading up in that one. It's very high dividend yield. It's not doing too well against the S&P right now. Revenue's gone well. Big company. They have a lot of locations. That's why I've been really discussing those guys a lot as a bank stock. Good dividend yield, good dividend growth. And it looks very attractive right now. I've been, what else? There have been, trying to think. I mean, I'll probably start throwing $100, $200 a month into Fundrise too. I'm really excited with Fundrise to see the way things are picking up and earning money from appreciation. It's very exciting. So, yeah, I mean, the bank, like I said, the financial sector stocks and the real estate stocks I've been loading up on. And they're down. They're not rebounding as fast, and things just look really good. This is my favorite stock to buy right now. I'd probably say Arbor Realty Trust. It's just so attractive right now. It's down. It just looks so good. And there's my apprentice, Raylan. I was just on the phone with her actually earlier when I was laying out at the pool. So, yeah, we discuss stocks all the time over the phone. And so, what was actually funny is Dividend Seeker. He's some of you guys probably follow him. His name's Mark. He goes over his name on YouTube too. And this lady laying at my pool, she's like, "Yeah, you dividend invest?" I go, "Of course." And she goes, "Do you know Dividend Seeker?" I go, "Yeah, I know Mark." She goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah." Sell his books, get money, on the side. So, very, very exciting to see this dividend investing community grow, and people are starting to realize, ooh, I can use dividend stocks as a retirement pension. So that's one thing that's very exciting regarding dividend investing. I think what I'll try to do with Arbor is get to 400 and just leave it alone. That I really need to start racking up my E-Trade dividend portfolio. Get to 200, 300, 400 shares. I'm almost at 100 with Store Capital. That's another one that's down. STOR, they're way down right now. Very good diversification. Dividend safety, I think it's fine. Again, don't quote me on that. I'd have to, but I just like the diversity of those guys. And everybody's like, well, Warren Buffett sold it. Well, I don't care. They're generating they're a high dividend yield. They're making money. They're making me money. It was, gosh, the one day I made $230 in dividends. So, I mean, once I reveal to you my dividend income in July, it's very exciting to see how much money I'm making. And it's not hard. You just park your money and just leave it. Dollar cost average and go from there. A lot of you guys are younger than me. I'm 36. I've been doing this. It took me overnight. I learned how to dividend invest. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Wow, that's a lot. 1,000. Ooh. Be racking up some cash, but watch those taxes. Ugh. Actually, I had 13 hours of sleep. It feels really good. What are my thoughts on IIPR? I just bought them. Do I have any dividend stocks inside a Roth? No. But that's one thing I need to do is set up a Roth, and I'll probably buy companies like Starbucks and really good dividend growth stocks. That's probably what I'll do. I was thinking about just 100% VTI and all that, but I want to be a little bit more aggressive with my Roth, and probably what I'll do is buy stocks like Starbucks, Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan, ones that have a pretty good stock split history and dividend growth history. I'll probably put money with those guys, and I want to be just really aggressive right now. That's one thing I need to do. I could probably do the Matthew Ramey schedule, so certain dividends distribute things on different times, but I want to make money while I sleep too. And if I start making a lot of money, travel nursing, I can make a lot of money. I may not even qualify for a Roth for income, so I'm going to be very ambitious when it comes to travel nursing. I've been on the phone literally at the pool. One guy was trying to offer me X amount of dollars, and that wasn't even close to what the other company was offering me. It was way lower. And this one company I've been in contact with a lot, and I need to start networking as an NP. And it's just exciting to start a new chapter and a new journey and stuff. Kind of nervous, but kind of excited at the same time. How much do I pay in rent? $1,200. The only the pros are with the one in my complex is it's less than a mile from my job. I barely drive anywhere, so I'm saving a lot on gas. I'm not driving around a lot. My gym's really close. If I go out downtown, I'm literally walking distance from where I live. Like there's bars, there's food there, hanging out with friends. So, I don't have to worry about an Uber and stuff. and I'm pretty much just hiding and studying all day. So still a nice, at first I'm like, gosh, this is ridiculous. But then you start seeing, driving and gas and all that, and it's actually not too bad. It's the only place that has a washer and dryer in my city, and it's just so close to my employer. But eventually I'll probably downgrade big time so I can start throwing more money in dividend stocks. I live in Ohio. How much school do I have left? After August, I have a year left, and I'm just doing rotations. Well, I honestly believe with these electric car phases, they're doing it way too fast. And for California to say that they're going to try to be electric cars by, I don't know, 2035, I mean, who's going to afford that amount? And a lot of those car stocks, Ford, Ford, what is the other one? Honda. I mean, their dividend isn't the best. I mean, we have enough resources to survive this country for 300 years if we dug in the Rockies. We're going to need gas. I mean, especially like gas for natural gas is going to be important. What are my thoughts on T? I got rid of them. I do not like AT&T. I don't like their dividend growth. I think their business model is a little weak. I did not like that dividend cut, and I got rid of them. And there's better stocks out there for their price that are dividend growth stocks. I mean, I can put money in REITs. IIPR's solid. I'm hoping my M1 Finance dividends start buying IIPR. I'm really, really happy to add those guys. Would I keep on investing in car stocks? Well, I think Toyota, they're not really a good dividend growth stock, but they've done well and decent against the S&P. I just don't like their dividend growth. I mean, if I can find somebody, like companies that help with trucks and parts like Cummins, that's a different story. They're an excellent dividend growth stock, but the dividend hikes are just not attractive, and the consistency with the dividends aren't very attractive. So I don't waste my time with car stocks. I think eventually, Tesla will be a dividend stock. The board of directors will probably say, hey, we're going to start distributing dividends. But, the charging stations and all that, it's going to take a while for them to convert. I bought MMP. I'm buying that. Do any of you guys own MMP? I like those guys, except you have to do the K1. Well, I'm going to reveal to you with my M1 Finance dividend portfolio what I did with a lot of those shipping stocks. I'll just give you a hint. I'm going to do an experiment with them. And might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, but I may be long in them, I may not be long in them. So it's something that I'm just going to look at. But it's a good experiment. Yes, I bought Zim. I don't know. I'll have to maybe do a video on BST. That's one that I'll probably look and consider doing a video on. I'll write that down. All right, wrote it down. To be honest with QQQ, everybody loves those guys, but I like Vanguard VGT over QQQ any time of the day. The expense ratio and their growth is more attractive. Is it VGT Technology? I think that's what it is. So Frontline Shipping. I did look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at that one. They're very, I let M1 deal with that. It's nice. Let me see, Frontline. I haven't seen many people post articles on Frontline Shipping. What is their symbol? I'm trying to think. FRO. Ow, that price went down. I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, they haven't distributed dividends since 2020. I don't know what that's about. BSTZ and BTZ. I'll look at that. Yeah, they don't have a dividend. I don't want it. I don't want it. If I have a stock, everybody's like, "Oh, why don't you buy Google with a dip?" They don't have a dividend. I ain't gonna buy them. That's just my philosophy. I kind of do what Kevin O'Leary does. Yeah, I agree. No dividend, no dark dividend buy. That's just how I am. There ain't no dividend. I don't want them. It's like Disney. Disney doesn't have a dividend. I did buy it a little bit and sell the dip. Or, I'm sorry, I bought the dip and then sold it high and made some profit and threw it into other stocks. And then when XOM went up, I couldn't keep up with it on M1 Finance. Same with IIPR. It sold it for a huge profit. Now I'm probably going to rebuy them. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary, I really like his philosophy. It's, in angel investing, I think I did post a link. I talk to a lot of these guys that are, with these companies, and hopefully if things go well, they'll start distributing dividends. That would be amazing, like over the years. And, with angel investing with some of these companies that like O'Leary does, hopefully they eventually start distributing dividends. Hey, what's up? No, I don't do covered calls. I gotta grow a pair eventually. Wendy's, I should rebuy Wendy's. That's my honest opinion. I literally drove by Walgreens. You guys are gonna laugh so hard. So for I every time I drive by Wendy's, I drove by it today. I'm like, I need to rebuy those guys. And Wendy's, I was you know what the worst is? So I was I have to take a piss test to for my rotations. And I was literally waiting in line. I was like fourth or fifth in line, pacing back and forth because I had to pee so bad to get this damn urine test out of the way. They took forever. And I'm like looking at Wendy's like, should I just go to the bathroom over there? Like, and then I drove by and I'm like, why am I not buying those guys? And literally, I'm not trying to pump them. I had them. I think they're a really good dividend growth stock. There's a lot of potential with those guys. I think the future is bright in Wendy's. Domino's Pizza is an excellent stock as well. I mean, people are lazy. They don't want to meal prep and stuff. I think they do. I'm pretty sure Domino's has a dividend. Yeah, they got a dividend yield. DPZ. Or they got a dividend, I'm sorry. It's 110 right now. What's their price? Jesus, they're 405. So my uncle is a very big gunslinger with, I'll tell you a funny story about Domino's. I think he had over 2,000 shares of Domino's and sold them once they reached like $15. He would literally be able to retire on dividends if he wanted to, if he just left everything go. I mean, he buys, sells like crazy. I mean, I'm a dividend guy. He thinks it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's funny. Yeah, I still to this day I'm like, why? You know, that's why I'm a buy and hold person. Something drastically would have to change, like AT&T, where they just weren't very transparent for me to drop them and stuff. It was the only time that I would drop a dividend stock. Transparency is an issue too. It just depends. I think Ally and Medical Property Trust are fantastic. Long term, well, QYLD, like I said, the box theory, QYLD is going to be here. It's not going to increase in price per share. It's stuck. The dividend range appears to be about 17 cents. Let's just say 16 cents at worst to 24 cents at best, 24, 25 cents. It's not going to jump up. It's not going to grow. SCHD is going to grow. JEPI, I think will do pretty well, but QYLD would probably be number 3. Yeah, I know Apple was $2 back in 2004. Isn't that crazy? Cardinal Health is another one. I'll bring these guys up because I have posted videos. Being a nurse in the hospital, I can't even tell you how many logos that you see with Cardinal Health. Their gloves. I don't know how many gloves I go through with Cardinal Health. They have a lot of 4x4s and stuff with wounds. Very big with wounds. I met a girl on a dating app. I went on a date with her. She actually ghosted me, but it's probably good because she was just weird. It wasn't really a big loss, but she sold wound vacs and stuff, and she she was telling me about the products, and I'm saying to myself, you know, this is perfect because I can post a video on this in 2020, and yeah, she was just weird, but weird CrossFit girl, and she drank White Claw. That was another issue. you know, that there's already a red flag right there. She's a White Claw drinker. And the products, the wound vacs and everything is really, really amazing. And there's a lot of people that are diabetics and they need wound vacs, you know, to heal their wounds and sores. Crypto, I have a small percentage in. I mean, I'm not always too excited. I stake a little bit. I was considering maybe making a YouTube video on a YouTube channel on crypto, but I don't know. I'd have to look in their negative EPS, but they make so much money and stuff. It's crazy. OnlyFans. There's actually some women that told me that I should do an OnlyFans thing. I'm not doing that. OnlyFans. When I think of OnlyFans, I think of unethical ways to earn money. Cardinal Health, I mean, they have a lot of products. I'm telling you, a lot of products. No, and I don't sports bet. I mean, you know, eBay actually distributed a dividend. I wonder if Amazon will do that eventually. If the board of directors state that they're going to be a dividend stock. I have Altria, Philip Morris. I'm sorry, not Philip Morris. British American Tobacco. Well, I mean, military is very important. Safety and security is a big budget, and you know, military stocks, Raytheon, a lot of those companies are strong. I mean, you need defense. You need to defend your country. Military spending is a lot. Browns or the Bungles? You just got my answer. It's Browns. IIPR and leg, excellent dividend stocks. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I think they're both great. ABC, I'd have to maybe look into that a little bit more before I make a call. Maybe I'll do a video. What about Bayer being in a deep shit right now with their fertilizer? Keep an eye on that stock. There may be a dip right there. What is it, Roundup? They got all that stuff going on. They're in deep shit right now. Well, I mean, financially they'll be fine, but that's one thing to look at. It's a lot of good military stocks. Kind of pissed off that Boeing hasn't distributed their dividend. That's one that I was looking forward to maybe buying in the future, but I don't know. But I'm going to tell you that people are going to smoke and they don't care. It doesn't matter how much you tell them not to smoke. SMG, I did a video on those guys. It's good stock. Ugh. Tell you what, laying out in the sun wears the hell out of you. I'm buying Altria. I'm going to try to buy Verizon. Just trying to check and see if people are... Wow, we got 28 people. That's pretty good for tonight. If I had the money, I'd buy 3M. I have a Littman stethoscope. I say both PM and Mo. I don't own PM, and again, I'm not giving financial advice. Well, GLPI, Gaming and Leisure Properties, that one is kind of like VC. GLPI is a good one. Well, thanks, Josh. Spread the word. That's all I ask you guys to do. Spread the word about the channel. If you're on Reddit or something, just bring up my channel. That's why it's free. If you guys want to do a favor, I mean, go for it. Promote my channel. That's all I ask. I mean, I'm not charging you guys anything for my videos. They're all free. The only penny stock, I'd have to see that dude, I ran into Stipe. He lives in Eastlake. I live in Willoughby. Everybody knows Stipe. I've been at martini bars that he was at. He's a nice guy. He's a firefighter, actually. I think he lives out in the west side. I think he's done. I think he's going to retire. Can only take so much. A lot of blows and stuff to the body. Yeah, Kareem Hunt actually is from Willoughby, so I see him in downtown Willoughby here and there. Run into him. Have a good one. UFC fans. I really think UFC, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if they start distributing a dividend. They're just so big right now. Wow, 24 people. That's pretty good. So do you guys want me to go live a little bit more often? I mean, I'm going to try to squeeze that in August-ish a little bit more. Probably pick up a little bit more, but I'll probably make announcements when I'm going live a little bit more. So in the community section. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter as well. Darth Dividend 23. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. So Instagram.com/darthdividend. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, GlaxoSmithKline, they're big with vaccines. The J&J spinoff, it's going to be very interesting. Just like Kellogg's. Isn't Kellogg supposed to have like a spinoff with like 3 or 4 companies? That's going to be very interesting as well. Something that might be attractive because it splits off into like a scatter bomb, but they might be pretty decent with dividends in all these 4 companies. I think Johnson & Johnson's going to make money anyways. I think that's going to be exciting for them. I mean, a little bit more diversification, see what happens. I mean, this ONL with like Realty Income, with that ONL, I think it's garbage. I sold it and got rid of it once I made a little bit of a profit. I think I threw it in the store. But I don't know. I think the spinoffs will do pretty decent. So speaking of Advil, I've been taking it for the past few days. I hurt like the ball of my foot. And wait, is that VTRS or is that Pfizer? I can tell you Pfizer does pretty well with Rocephin because Rocephin, man, people that have gonorrhea, Rocephin intramuscular shot and azithromycin, and that ain't going anywhere. Rocephin's a really popular antibiotic in the hospital. Very good for urinary tract infections. GSK is very good with vaccines too. Yeah, that's right. Haleon, the GSK spinoff. I'm trying to think. What is it? Lyrica is VTRS. I'd have to do another video on that. I think Lyrica and gabapentin are VTRS, I think. But it's going to feel good to work out again. It's been like 2.5 weeks. I hurt my foot real funny. I really like the ball of my foot, and I've been taking non-steroid anti-inflammatories, and I hate, honestly, taking them. But it's been very good for my foot with inflammation and all that. Just I stepped like funny or something at work. But the important thing is the Pfizer Paxlovid. That's a oral medication that people are taking now for Pfizer. It's kind of like a Tamiflu, and supposedly the research has shown that it helps with reducing the viral load. Why do I hate non-steroid anti-inflammatory? So when it comes to exercise and prostaglandins and blah, 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 with the healing process, inflammatory process, based on looking at the process of healing, no, non-steroid anti-inflammatories are great. Don't get me wrong. Do not get, they're great. I mean, they really need to emphasize those a lot. But with kidney issues, risk of GI bleed, with NSAIDs, and just with the healing rate, I've looked at a lot of research, and I kind of believe this, that it kind of screws you up with the healing rate of training, like skeletal muscle, and I'd have to maybe post you a research link that, well, I think long term, but short term wouldn't be too bad. But just with healing, with exercise and strength training, with the inflammatory process. I mean, that inflammatory process helps with healing, and it's just very, with the muscle fibers. I don't want to get too in depth, but I just try to avoid them. Tylenol, I'll take. Obviously, I don't drink a lot. If I did, there's no way I would be taking Tylenol because it's bad in the liver. But Tylenol, by the way, Johnson & Johnson, that's a big seller. I would just call someone, with burns. I mean, first degree isn't too bad. That just sucks. Yeah, Haleon I'd have to look at. But don't get me wrong, I will take NSAIDs. When I have a very bad migraine, I'll take a non-steroid anti-inflammatory and a Tylenol combined and drink like an extra cup of coffee. Do I like VTRS? Yes, I own them. I'm long in them. The foreign markets, I would probably, with Japan, I would probably say they're pharmaceutical companies. VTRS, I'm going to try to get to 200. I mean, IIPR. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really think, so with my account, I'm in 100% drip. So E-Trade will automatically do it. I call them just to make sure. I called them like, why is SQFT not reinvesting? And I guess you got something going on. I don't know if it's their price or too low, or I'm not sure what their stipulations are at E-Trade. Ugh, tired. But Sachem Capital Group, I've been buying those guys. I think they're classified as penny stock status because of their price per share. But I've been buying them. I just bought, I think, 5 or 6 shares. If you guys follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ or at DarthDividend23. You can see my posts. Definitely, I post hot dividend stocks. So that's one extra perk if you follow me on Twitter. Same with Instagram. That's an extra perk. Do I like VC or store better? I like both. I own both. There's your answer. Yeah, VC did blow up. GLPI is good too. I'll have to, Kevin, get you on give you a little bit more shout outs. A lot of you guys are followers on Twitter as well. I can get you on the Dividend Warrior Wednesday shout outs. For the long term, would you choose Fundrise? I think diversity is important. for Fundrise and a publicly traded. I like both of them. It's good to I just like both. I was gonna ask, would you guys, if I did a Real Talk channel, just like doing Real Talk, would you guys like that? Like on the side thing. I may do a Real Talk one. I don't know. Real talk about just anything in general. Probably like friendships, relationships, that stuff. I was considering doing something like that. Too many people that think that men and women will change, and they ain't going to change. Yeah, USOI. I just they're so good right now, but I want stuff in the long term where I'm going to earn dividends and keep on earning dividends and keep on earning dividends. So that's one thing that I'm considering doing is buying QYLD, RYLD, and XYLD. So with dark dividend, I was like, okay, I like Star Wars. GB Merce sucks as a name, and I like Star Wars a lot. So, a Sith name, Darth, and then dividend. So that's kind of where I'm like, okay, it's time for a name change. So I actually got monetized under my name, GB Merce. It's very lucky with a nursing video that kind of got me followers. And then I just said, I don't like doing this. I don't think this is fun. So I just changed my niche, and I'm like, dark dividend. I got a lot of people pissed off, and they unfollowed me, not unsubscribed. But, I just switched my niche literally overnight. And I went from probably losing about 2,000 to 4,000 followers, and then just regaining it back with the dividend investing community. I've considered putting money in USOI as kind of like something for like a savings account, my E-Trade, and just leaving it alone and reinvesting until it goes away. Like, I don't know, buying something like a house or something, or selling USOI to, like an emergency fund with USOI. I consider doing something like that. I'm going to be honest with you. I really have considered that. Why don't you change it from Feed the Dragon to Double Dragon? So there you go. You got 2 weeks. You got Double Dragon. Yeah, USOI. I don't know. I have Matt's cell phone. I'm have to Instagram message him and figure out when we'll do it together. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Maybe add Kyle in it and stuff. Get Frank going. I think that'd be fun. I mean, I told Matt with his channel, I think it's very exciting to see your dividend portfolio grow and show how much you've done as as a investor, and how well I think it'll be a very interesting collaboration, because I think he should really show what he's earning. He's kind of upset that people are, mad, about all the money he makes. But, I think it's really inspirational and motivational to see what he's done, and it pushes me. And I really think he shouldn't change a thing in his channel. No, Fundrise is not on E-Trade. Fundrise is their own platform. I have my link way at the above, so let me just post the link too. If you guys are interested, there is a special. If you sign up with my affiliate link and put money in there, I'm just letting you know. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to keep it for 5 years, but I'm a long-term investor. I want things to do well, so I just wanted to go from there and go. Energy stocks, I got a pretty big list. I'd have to do a video on that. Probably give it about 5 more minutes. Utilities, I mean, Valero, I think I did give some props in that one. Just trying to look up some stuff. Utilities, I'm not, I mean, they're really good right now. There's a lot of stability and security in them. Oh, the only bond that I like is James Bond. I stay away from bonds. Unless if you have a ton of money and you're making passive income from that. I mean, the only way I would do it, but I'd rather put money in real estate and stuff. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes and then conclude. I'll post a video tomorrow. I see a list. Make sure in the that you guys post more stuff on stocks. EPD, I'll probably post a video on them as well. God, those K1s are a pain in the butt. That's why I have somebody do this stuff for me. My Canadian buddy, I'll have to do a video on more Canadian stocks. So promise you guys I'd post more videos on Canadian stocks because there are some hot ones out there. EPD, good stock. As long as you're getting the dividends. The Zim experiment, I'll probably reveal to you. I think I did post a video on Zim and what I did with M1 Finance. I'll have to reveal to you guys the Zim experiment. Zim has some serious potential. No doubt. No doubt. DLR is beautiful. All right, I'm going to conclude. I will be posting a video tomorrow. I doubt I'll go live just because I'm going to be like so crazy for finals and everything. I'll stop by at home with family. I'll try to post a video Friday and Saturday of next week. So I'm still going to try to post videos. So a lot of you guys, please hit that notification bell. And if you're on Reddit forums and investing forums, feel free to basically post, my link on investing, sites and stuff. I would appreciate it. We have a final thought tonight, like Jerry Springer used to do. I don't know. Final thought would just be dollar cost average. Probably the biggest thing with Jerry Springer is any girl that dated Newman, she's out. Let's. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. All right, you guys take care. Have a good night.